Good morning, my friends. Welcome to day 2. I'm going to take my glasses off because you're getting that nice glare. Welcome to day 2 of our 30 days of meditation. So I hope you enjoyed day 1. I'm just going to recap a little bit. Day 1, we talked about intention, and why that's so important is because we really want to be able to focus on something very positive, something very exciting, what we want to get out of this 30 days. So I encourage you all to journal that, write it down. And like I said yesterday, we're going to take this a little bit slower. I'm getting a lot of, when I talk to people about this, what we're doing here, and a lot of people are new to this meditation practice, and so they're just, let's just take it slow and really feel into it, and really give yourself the flexibility, give yourself the feeling that it's okay that you can take it slow, because if you get burnt out, you're gonna stop. Let's be honest, okay? So my intention, I expanded on it, but my goal is to really just be able to kind of challenge myself, to be able to do this, because this is new for me. This is scary, and my intention is to bring peace to myself and to commit. So somebody else had commented yesterday about commitment for them too, and I do think that's a common theme in our society, because we're a very stimulated society. So it's a go 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 go. I'm wondering if that's quite a few of us. So I hope you commit. I hope you made it back to day 2. What I wanted to focus on today is about breathing. Taking it to the very simplest forms of meditation, and you'll hear this, anytime if you do any guided meditation, if you talk to people about meditation, breathing is the key foundation of meditation. And when I learned that, I said, well, what does breathing mean, and what is this going to do for you? So our breath is what fuels our life. Our breath is what fuels our souls. Like, without that breath, we're not going to get blood through our body. We're not going to get oxygen to our brain. Obviously, breathing is just the simplest form of life. It's obviously, we do it on our body does it on its own. It's not something we have to think about, and so we kind of take it for granted a lot of times. So when you get into a meditation practice and you start focusing on your breath and breathing, it brings you to a state of awareness. It brings you to that state of presence, of that present moment, of being present. It kind of takes you away from everything that's going on around you, and it just takes you to this now, this very present moment. And it is so simple. It doesn't take you longer than a second to get into that moment. And the reason why it's so important is throughout your day, throughout life, that breath is what's going to reset you. And like if you're in any moment of angst or anxiety or frustration, you can take that moment, stop, breathe in, release it, and it's that simple. But I remember reading a quote, and I don't know who it's from, so maybe I need to find out and be able to credit them. But meditation is not about when you succeed, and I use that term very loosely because we'll never succeed at this practice. it's really about being able to be aware and present throughout your whole life, throughout your day, that you can take that stop, that time out, that moment, to really just reset. Everybody can do it in a quiet moment, right? We can all take that time. Like right now, there's nothing going on in my home. The kids are sleeping and everything. Nobody's awake yet. So it's easy to take this quiet moment. The challenge is being able to take that quiet moment when there's that turmoil going on all around you. When there's arguments, or when there's difference of opinions at work. When your kids are pushing your buttons, because that's my area of growth. To be able to take this moment of breath to just reset and not allow those outside influences to affect what's going on inside, what's going on in here. Okay, so today, what I wanted to be able to share is a very, very simple technique for breathing. And it is so simple, you're going to be like, oh, thanks, Stephanie. But it has helped me really to build on my meditation practice, to build on my moment of quiet, and to reset throughout the day, because it is so simple. And that's what you'll learn a lot about me, is I like simple, because I'm like that girl that has to have the checklist and the step-by-step instructions, and this is not a step-by-step type of practice, and so I want you to really, really take that in. Anyway, so as simple as it is, when I start any meditation practice, when I start any breathing exercise, you'll learn this in yoga. You always want to make sure that your body's centered. So I, like my shoulders, I do this a lot. So I want to. Oh, that felt good. I heard some pop, but just roll your shoulders back. Feel that center, that openness. We want to open up our chest. And as you are, I close your eyes. You don't have to close your eyes. That's the misconception of meditation. You have to close your eyes. You don't. If it's easy for you to just focus on an outlet, or focus on your floor, focus on a tree if you're outdoors, by all means, do that. So the simplest way is, as you're breathing in your mind, say, I breathe in. And then as you breathe out, in your mind, say, I breathe out. And you can breathe in through your nose. There's different breathing exercises, different breathing practices. That's for another class, because I still get to learn those. So breathe in. I breathe out. I breathe in. I breathe out. And you can say those words to you for as long as you need to. If you want to take and commit, and I'm going to challenge you to commit 5 minutes to just breathing. Set a timer on your phone and breathe for 5 minutes. And if the whole time that's what you're doing, fantastic. Because what you're doing is you're focusing, bringing your awareness only to that one thing. We're going to shut off everything else that's going around you. And for people that are new to the meditation practice, it can get overwhelming when you have to sit here for 20 minutes, or have to sit here for X amount of minutes and just be quiet. So you don't have to be quiet. You don't have to be. Our goal is we're silencing our mind of all of those crazy things that are going on around us. We're silencing that going. So this breathing. And we'll talk more about that, silencing the mind, as the steps go on. But today I just really want to focus on simplicity of that breath. And when you use the words I breathe in, I breathe out, you're focusing on the I, you're focusing on you. And you're just keeping your awareness to your breath. Your mind's gonna wander, even in 5 minutes, or even if you just need to commit yourself to 2 minutes today, that's fine. Your mind will wander, and so those words will bring you back to that breath. And it's that simple. And so I don't want you to overthink it. So, and I use this all the time. I use this to start every single one of my meditations. I use this to start every single one as I'm falling asleep. It's just helped me so much, and so I hope it really helps you. So I'm gonna do it a couple breaths, just to get you in the mindset, and then I'm gonna go silent and let some music play for a little bit, so that you can have a little bit of music as you're doing this. Feel free to pause and come back to this if you needed to just listen and do your meditations later. But keep it so simple, guys. Keep it so simple. So again, breathe in, breathe out. You may even say it out loud if it helps you. For me, it's in my head. I'm doing this for you. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Take some really deep, long breaths as you get deeper into it. Your breaths can get longer. I want you to fill those lungs, fill that stomach. Breathe out. Keep going, my friends. You can do this.